Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is an absolutely beautiful day, but the tea we are about to spill is so dark and twisted it's blocking out the sun. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we are diving deep into the absolute madness of Genoa City right now. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now, because my soul has actually left my body and I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what just went down. Oh my God, besties. Okay, I'm literally filming this while I'm running errands because I just had to jump on here and vent. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when I saw this scene. Literally had to yeet my phone across the room. Send help. I cannot even begin to process the cinematic mayhem that just unfolded on our screens. We are not just watching this show anymore. We are invested. Like, I am personally offended and totally unwell over what just happened at the Newman Ranch. Basically, the stakes are astronomical right now, and I am hyperventilating. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Let's straight up talk about Victor Newman for a second. Bestie, be for real right now. This man has been acting like the supreme, untouchable overlord of the entire universe. And honestly, it's giving major I am God energy, which is honestly so unhinged. He has been collecting enemies like they are Pokemon cards. He's got Patty Williams running around causing absolute terror. He's got Matt Clark breathing down everyone's necks. He's got Diane Jenkins Abbott losing her actual mind, and he just sits in his leather chair thinking he is completely invincible. But here is the genuine truth that Victor refuses to accept. When you declare war on literally everyone, your family is the one who pays the price. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. But seriously, the karma was bound to come knocking. And it didn't just knock, it kicked the front door straight off its hinges. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. We have to talk about Sally Spectra. My girl Sally has been pushed to the absolute edge of human sanity. Victor has been ruthlessly, and I mean ruthlessly, crushing her business, Spectra Charles, into the dirt. He is basically suffocating her professional life while she is dealing with the trauma of losing baby Ava, and she's pregnant again, and her hormones are probably raging, and Adam is desperately trying to save her, but Victor just won't stop. He is relentlessly attacking her. And don't even get me started on the vibes. The sheer disrespect Victor has shown her is staggering. Sally is a survivor, but everyone has a breaking point, and Victor straight up stomped on hers. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear, and honestly, I am totally living for it while simultaneously clutching my pearls. So, let me paint this picture for you, because it is a high-octane psychological masterpiece, and my brain is still visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of the plot. It is the dead of night at the Newman Ranch. The entire house is completely silent, pitch black, and giving major Haunted Mansion aesthetics. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but did you notice how the moonlight was hitting the hardwood floors and reflecting off the ridiculously expensive vases? It was genuinely so eerie, like a straight-up horror movie setup. I was sitting there analyzing the interior design choices, like, who puts a massive rug right at the top of the stairs? That is a tripping hazard waiting to happen before snapping back to the main tee. Anyway, the ranch is asleep. Victor is probably dreaming about his stock portfolios and how to ruin someone's life before breakfast, and the security seems to be completely non-existent. Like, how does a literal billionaire not have lasers, motion detectors, and a pack of guard dogs? The Newman security team is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with them. It's basically an open house for criminals at this point. Enter Nikki Newman, our fragile, traumatized, incredibly wealthy queen. As we know from the absolute emotional train wreck of the past few days, Nikki just had her eye bandages removed. Victor was right there trying to play the supportive husband, but the doctors dropped the absolute worst news. Her sight might never return. So right now, in this exact moment, Nikki is functionally blind. She cannot see a single thing. She is completely in the dark, both literally and figuratively. She wakes up in the middle of the night, probably parched from all the stress of being married to a man who attracts psychopaths like a magnet, and she decides to wander out of her bedroom to find some water. Just a simple, innocent trip to the kitchen, right? Wrong. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about her. She is slowly navigating those massive, empty, cavernous hallways with zero vision. She is so incredibly vulnerable, trailing her hands along the expensive wallpaper and the antique furniture just to find her way. You can feel her fear, her hesitation, the way she shuffles her feet so she doesn't bump into anything. It is genuinely agonizing to watch, and I was clutching my chest because I knew something bad was coming. And this is where my soul actually left my body and ascended into the stratosphere. While Nikki is blindly wandering the halls, totally defenseless and just wanting a glass of water, the camera slowly pans to the shadows near the living room archway. There is an intruder in the house. Someone has straight up broken into the Newman ranch, completely bypassing whatever joke of a security system Victor pays for. The footsteps are totally silent, like a predator stalking its prey. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. And then, the moonlight catches the intruder's hair as they step out of the absolute darkness. You guys, it's red. Bright, unmistakable, fiery red hair. I screamed. I literally screamed into my pillow so loud my neighbor probably thought I was being attacked. It is Sally freaking Spectra. Sally is in the house, and she is not here to drop off a fruit basket or negotiate a corporate merger, besties. She is here for blood. She is physically vibrating with rage. Her eyes look completely wild, and she is holding a literal gun. A gun! Sally Spectra has a firearm inside the Newman house. I am genuinely unwell. Let's dissect this tea with absolute cinematic mayhem, because we need to talk about Sally's psychology in this exact second. This is not the bubbly, ambitious fashion designer we used to know. This is a woman who has been pushed past the brink of human endurance. Victor has been systematically destroying Spectra Charles, ripping away her legacy, her hard work, and her future. And remember, she is pregnant. The hormones, the stress, the paranoia, it's all boiling over. She feels like a cornered animal. Adam has been begging Victor to stop, offering to buy the company, doing everything to protect her, but Victor is just so stubbornly cruel. Sally has realized that as long as Victor Newman is breathing, she will never, ever have peace. Her baby will never be safe from his manipulative games. So she has snapped. She has crossed the Rubicon. The sheer audacity of her breaking into the ranch with a weapon is giving Major "I have nothing left to lose" energy, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no coming back from this. She is staring down the barrel of a life sentence, and she straight up does not care. Back to the hallway of doom. Nikki is standing there holding her empty water glass, and she suddenly stops. Even though she is blind, she can sense that she is not alone. You know that feeling when the air in a room just shifts? When the temperature drops and your instincts start screaming at you? Nikki feels it. She turns her head toward the darkness, her unseeing eyes wide with terror, and she whispers, "Victor? Is someone there?" Oh my God, besties. The silence that followed was so loud it was deafening. Sally doesn't say a word. She just stands there in the moonlight, this absolute vision of vengeance, raising the gun slowly. Her hands are shaking, but her grip is tight. She is staring at Nikki, the matriarch of the family that has caused her so much pain, but Nikki is just collateral damage in Sally's war against Victor. It's so tragic and so messed up. I wanted to reach through the screen and pull Nikki away. I kept cutting myself off while watching this, screaming at my TV, which is honestly so unhinged, but I couldn't help it. The suspense was literally eating me alive. And then, stop what you are doing. The unthinkable happens. Sally raises the gun, aiming it directly at Nikki. Nikki, who is completely blind, who has no idea what is pointing at her, takes a step back, her voice trembling, as she calls out again. And Sally? Sally pulls the trigger. Bang. The gunshot rips through the absolute silence of the Newman ranch like a bomb going off. The flash of the muzzle illuminates the hallway for a split second, lighting up Sally's tear-streaked, furious face and Nikki's absolute shock. The sound was so loud I jumped out of my skin and nearly knocked over my iced coffee. Nikki screams, this agonizing, blood-curdling scream of pure pain and terror, and she collapses to the floor. The glass she was holding shatters into a million pieces around her. You guys, Nikki is shot. Sally Spectre just shot Nikki Newman? My brain is mush. Did I say that yet? She actually pulled the trigger. I am officially deceased. Send a whole fleet of ambulances, because I am not surviving this episode. The gunshot echoes through the massive house, and upstairs in the master bedroom, Victor Newman jolts awake. The great, powerful Victor, who thought he was untouchable, who thought he had secured his fortress, is violently ripped from his sleep by the sound of his wife being gunned down in his own home. He throws off the covers, panic completely taking over his face. For the first time in forever, Victor Newman looks genuinely terrified. He scrambles out of bed, sprinting toward the door, yelling Nikki's name. Downstairs, the echo of the gunshot is still ringing in the air, mixing with Nikki's agonizing cries of pain. She is writhing on the floor, bleeding, blind, and completely helpless. And Sally? Sally is just standing there, the gun still smoking in her hand, staring at what she's just done. The reality of her actions is probably crashing down on her in real time, but she doesn't run. Not yet. She just watches the destruction she has brought to the Newman family, a direct result of Victor's ruthless hatred. I cannot even begin to process the fallout of this. Bestie, we are looking at the end of an era. Will Nikki survive this? She was already so fragile from the eye surgery, and now she is literally fighting for her life on her own hardwood floor. And what about Sally? The villain arc has gone completely nuclear, just like I manifested. But at what cost? When Adam finds out that the mother of his unborn child just attempted murder on his own mother, oh my God, the Chatham and Allied drama is going to implode. Adam is going to lose his actual mind. Victor is going to unleash a level of hell upon Sally that we have never seen before. This isn't just corporate sabotage anymore. This is a blood feud. I am calling it right now. Genoa City will never be the same. The stakes are astronomical, and my grip on reality is slipping. I need to go lie down in a dark room and stare at the ceiling because this situation is now my entire personality and I am not okay. Let me know in the comments if you are also spiraling, because I genuinely need a support group after this. Until next time, stay safe and trust no one.